Anyone who possesses genuine fear of heaven will mourn regularly over the destruction of the Bet HaMikdash. Our sages taught in Brachot 3a that the night is divided into 3 time periods. Between these periods, the Blessed Holy One sits and roars like a wounded lion, saying, "Woe to my children! For their sins I destroyed my house, burned my sanctuary, and exiled my children to foreign countries." It's fitting for us to join Hashem in mourning and pray for the restoration of the Bet HaMikdash. This is the meaning of the verse in Echad 2:19. Rise, sing out at night at the beginning of each period. Although this is the teaching in the Talmud and it's the ruling of Maran in the Shulchan Aruch, the Kabbalists instructed us that it's more correct to rise at midnight for this purpose. Every devout Jew should rise at midnight or sometime after during the night to mourn the destruction of the Bet HaMikdash, the exile of our people, the Torah, and the great tzaddikim who have been taken throughout the centuries. The text of Tikkún Jatzot was compiled especially for this purpose. Certainly, if someone has to remain awake until after midnight, he should make sure to recite Tikkún Jatzot and sympathize with the suffering of the Shekhinah before he goes to sleep. Halacha 18, in regards to Tikkún Jatzot, midnight is exactly 12 hours after midday. Midday is defined as halfway between sunrise and sunset. We consider the moment of sunrise to be the beginning of the day, and this is the reason one should not recite the Amidah of Shachit until after sunrise. Halacha 19 says, wherever on the globe one is located, the halachic midnight is midway between sunset and sunrise in that specific location, even if it's already past midnight in the land of Israel. People who live west of the land must wait until it's midnight where they're located. After midnight, one may recite Tikkun Jatzot any time until sunrise. Halacha 20 says that women may recite Tikkun Jatzot as well. So in conclusion, Tikkun Jatzot, a midnight rectification, a ritual prayer recited each night after midnight as an expression of mourning and lamentation over the destruction of the Bet HaMikdash, the third temple. Tikkun Jatzot is divided into 2 parts, Tikkun Rachel and Tikkun Leah, named after our patriarchs, the wives of our forefather Yaakov. Tikkun Rachel consists of Tehillim 137 and 79 and Echad 5. The Psalms of Tikkun Leah are shown right over here to the left of the screen. There are many days where we do not recite Tikkun Jatzot. Friday night, Rosh Hashanah, Yom Kippur, all festival days, and Chol HaMoed Pesach. The Shulchan Aruch 1.3 states that it's fitting for every God-fearing person to feel grief and concern over the destruction of the temple. The Mishnah Berurah comments, the Kabbalists have discussed at great lengths the importance to rise at midnight and say Tikkun Jatzot, learn Torah and talk to Hashem, and how great of a custom this is. It's the practice to say Tikkun Jatzot while sitting on the floor near a doorpost that has a mezuzah. Many have the custom to place ashes on one's head in the area where the Tefillin Shel Rosh is located. And another practice is not to wear shoes during Tikkun Jatzot. The Ben Ish Chai writes that one should recite Tikkun Jatzot even if he doesn't fully comprehend what he's saying. And even if he doesn't cry and mourn the loss of the temple, he should still recite it nonetheless. Rav Ovadia Yosef was extremely careful with this time and dedicated every moment he had to Torah study. And for this reason, he didn't spend much time reciting things that weren't necessarily a part of the primary prayers. But because of the great importance of Tikkun Jatzot, he would customarily recite it in his bedroom every night amid tears, as though it were the first time he was reciting it. How much more so must we try and observe this worthy custom of reciting Tikkun Jatzot, especially if one will be awake anyway. Women should also be encouraged to observe this righteous custom. The time of halachic midnight is an auspicious time for acceptance of one's prayers, atonement for one's sins, and all forms of salvation. Our sages taught anyone who mourns over Yerushalayim shall merit to see its joy. In the rebuilding of the Bet HaMikdash, speedily our days. Amen.